Welcome back, all you Fabricans and Fleshbags, to the super not funny show reviews. Super not funny show reviews, where we, of course, review all things in pop culture. And this week we're going to be talking about Peacemaker, episode 5. It's entitled Monkey Dory. James Gunn, he loves his weird his weird titles. So was it good? Was it bad? And should you be watching? Stick around. Me and LADI are going to break it all down. All right, LADI. Peacemaker continues its kind of ridiculous, raucous, and very vulgar ride in episode 5 this week, in which we see gorillas. We see gorillas among other things. I don't know what, LADI. You know, we'll do spoilers straight up. So, like, man, what's happening in this episode?
The name of the show actually like really gives away what's going to happen because let's just say there's a fucking gorilla in the show. So basically, you know, they found where they're making that yellow stuff at, and they're trying to see where. But first of all, I like how the show literally starts immediately off right where the fourth episode ended. It wasn't like a few days into the future. It was literally like the next day. I kind of like that. It was a nice touch. But yeah, it shows where they're going in, and there's tension between the team where, he knows that Diebeard, as he likes to call him, put his dad in jail. Now there's like, by the way, let me just say, masterful job, John Cena, naming all of those celebrities that he could have put in there.
Yeah, wait. I just want to say, and you know that there was a longer cut of that. You know that there's an outtake with way more people. Just naming all the people that could have been framed instead of his dad. Oh,
He's like, this guy, that guy, you could have named him. And they just look at him like, is this guy fucking serious? And he's like, yes. Why? Why my dad?
Yeah. They go. I think the great thing about this episode is that there's a lot of moving forward in this episode. Like, all right, we know what these things are. Let's go track down some shit. Oh, there's a Coca-Cola whatever bottling plant where they're making the goop. Let's go run down on them. And then they have it's just a straightforward superhero, breaking into the bad guy's lair fight, right?
Yep.
And it sort of goes a little Walking Dead, a little, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, and a whole lot of Suicide Squad. The Suicide Squad very much influences a lot of the action in this.
Yes. Very.
And you have a beautiful moment of them literally fighting a gorilla. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, what made the whole thing so cool? It's every single one of them. It wasn't like just Chris and Vigilante. It was all of them getting their asses kicked by this damn gorilla.
And you get John gets a chance to come in and be cool as fuck, and it's like a great bonding moment, And if you ever remember from Harry Potter. They say, well, nobody can not fight a mountain troll and not be friends after that. It's that vibe. Like they were shit talking and all that before, and there was this whole moment where they were trying to find out what kind of music are we going to listen to, and it's just like you see moments of, like, as they say, John Economos, Diebeard, and he and Peacemaker just are at odds, and then there's a moment of connection where, like, oh, I like Hanoi Rocks. I like them too. And then you see, like, it's fulfilled in that moment when Economos comes out and chainsaws the fucking ape. I'm like, this fucking beautiful. Like, the way that James Gunn is handling these characters it's kind of ridiculous. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna say it. I hate James Gunn so much for making me like Peacemaker. I hate him so much for making me want. Like, I love this show, and I hate that he's making me like this motherfucker. But it's so clear that this dude is fucking. He's sometimes clueless as shit. He was a bully in high school. You remember? He was giving people nicknames. You know, calling Vigilante Thimble and calling his brother what is he something? What do you call him? A scepter or something like that because of the way
Yeah.
their dicks are. And he's like, they were bullying me by calling me insensitive and stuff. And that's just like, it's just like James Gunn is like calling out all these dumb motherfuckers that are insisting that they should have the right to be an asshole to people and not get called for it.
Yeah.
And that's not even the whole episode. God dang it, that whole little story beat is just beautiful. That you're coming to like him, and other people are too at the same time. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So that's not the only thing that was going on, though, right?
Yeah. The little connection of like, I just like the connection that they all had, even hardcore going like starting to show emotions she thought she buried years ago. No, I'm still there.
Yeah.
You know,
Where they call
and
themselves the 11th Street Boys. That
yeah,
was that's
and
just
the
so
fact
good.
that he put them all in a group chat. I love when shows modernize superhero stuff to where that's what we do. We put when we all have like something that we all like in common. We put everything inside of a group chat. Hey man, we like this, we like that. Hey,
I love that. At the same time, you know, Adebayo and Peacemaker kind of they sit and just like bro out. Like, I mean, pretty much, right? Just, you know, Peacemaker learning to trust somebody, but not the right person to trust, right?
yeah. Like I was about to say, I was like, Peacemaker, please don't bang her. I'm like, don't let this happen. I was like, don't let this happen. And I was like, okay. He's a gentleman.
It's not even just he just like he said, he never had actual friends that could just have his back, which is fucked
Yeah.
up because Adebayo is totally fucking doing some shady shit at the same time. So I said
Yeah.
nobody's really a great person in this thing, but you know, she's conflicted. I love that. You know, she doesn't want to be the snake, but she is, you know, because her loyalty to Waller. And I also want to shout out to James Gunn for one of the best Chekhov's guns I've ever seen implemented in a show, which is, of course, setting up an item to be used to push things forward later. Setting up that X-ray helmet. Man, I fucking love that. Oh God, I love that. I love that. And when Murn is just like, you know, you knew it because you knew it was going to happen as soon as you saw that helmet. You knew what
he
was up,
immediately knew like it wasn't like a wait, why the fuck she running away? He was like, my whole entire thing has been fucked up.
It's like I detect X-ray visions on X-ray rings on me. Oh no.
Yeah, he's like immediately like, wait, something's not right.
Yeah, I was like, oh, you motherfucker. I love that. It was just a short little bit, but I love the little conflicted nature of what Adebayo is going through and her difficulties is making with her marriage. And of course, the other bit was Peacemaker's dad is a fucking snitch, straight snitch. He's like, I'm telling everybody. He's like, I'm not a rat, except that I am. And that whole little bit about Murn and how he was going to like take care of the whole problem, that's pretty good. To be honest, for being such a kind of whatever side story, the police detectives their little bit is interesting. Like I like Detective Song. I want to know, like, she's a fucking litshe bull terrier. She got a bone in her mouth and she's not gonna fucking let it go. And I'm hella interested in what they're up to. So I love. You know what? The first time I watched this twice. The first time I watched, I was like, "This is cool," but it's kind of a bit of a letdown from the previous episode. I was like, "It's solid," but it wasn't. Then I watched it again tonight, and I was like, "What the fuck? What was I looking at? This is great. This episode's legitimately great." So
I had to rewatch it because I had company over the first time I watched it, but then I sat back and rewatched it. I was like, "This episode's a lot better." Like, because the episode's moving at 100 miles per hour. Yeah. Like, it's a 45-minute episode, but it feels like a 15-minute episode because that episode's moving at like 100 miles per hour. Like, there's Like the story's just moving.
Yeah.
Just like I couldn't believe after it was over. I was like, damn, it's over already? But I was like, it didn't feel like 45 minutes. That felt like 15 minutes.
Yeah. It was, I think it had a bit of everything. It had action. There's, move the story forward. There's some real emotional things going in there. It's funny as
Mm-hmm.
fuck. I mean, like, everybody's just kind of, it's all hitting. It's all hitting just right. So, another, this story, this whole show, it is just moving along. It is not losing quality. It's not losing steam. It deserves to be like basically the top stream show, the most in demand show right now. So, I fucking love this. You guys should be watching this. If you know, I don't know, I don't know what else there is to say about it. So, all right. Well, you guys, that's our review. That's what our thoughts are on this episode 5 of Peacemaker. What did you think? And what did you think about our commentary? Why don't you get down to the comments and let us know what you're thinking? Of course, you can always hit us up, supernotfunnyshow@gmail.com or at supernotfunnys1 on Twitter. All right, all you Fabricans and Fleshbags, I have been Mo De Poupe, your resident fabricant and comment extraordinaire on all things pop culture, joined by the anime expert, video game designer, and lover of all things superhero, my good friend LADI. Join us next week while we do episode 6 of Peacemaker. Until then, we'll see you guys on the other side of the thread. Peace.
Peace.